Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your very first time joining me on my channel, hi honey, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. And if you are coming back, well, hey, it's good to have you back. As you've seen now on the thumbnail as well as in the title of this video, this is another get ready with me. This time adding on an outfit. So you gotta wait till the end of the video to see what the outfit is. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. All right, let's get to it. Champion. Hey, I'm applying primer. I've already applied a few of droplets and stuff, so thought let's just get it started. I am meeting up with a friend later. I thought, why not have a little chit chat about friendships? What is the importance of having a friend? What value do we place on having friendships? And also the bad side of friendships, everything that comes with having a friend, all of that jazz. If you can relate to what I'm talking about, please comment down below, like this video, and let's engage. Let's have a conversation up on this channel. Yes. I have such a bad headache. I had wine last night, 2 glasses and a half. Okay, Gunja, what do we do first when we apply makeup? Okay, so friendships. How many of y'all have friends from childhood? Do people still have that? Do people still have friends who are from primary, high school? And also, how do you guys even do that? How do you guys manage? I have friends from high school that I'm still very much in contact with, and I've seen, was it this year? Yes, I saw one of them this year, and it was nice, man. It was nice having that, reconnection with that person. And I had a good time. I enjoyed myself. Not even trying to pretend nothing. But do people still have friends from like primary school? That's my thing. And also, why? Why are you still friends with that person from primary school? Because clearly that person must have been like a very big part of your life if they're still with you. And now I'm talking to people who are like my age mostly, or older. But I mean, if you're still in high school, maybe this conversation isn't for you necessarily, but this is definitely for people who are like born in the 90s, 1990, and below. This is definitely for you guys, because I'm like, do we still have those friends? Do we still have those friends from high school, primary school? Like, if you're 24, 5 and older, do you still have your primary and high school friends? And how did you make that happen? Jeez Louise. So let's talk more about the importance of having friends in your life. I think friendships are really important because you need someone other than your parents, other than your siblings and other family members to talk to about things that you would not necessarily talk to them about. And just to have a difference of opinion and also vibes, are different, and you just want a different vibe at times. So I would think that's one of the reasons why you have friends. But also there's just a natural connection with certain people that you have. And those are people who are not family members. Those are your friends. Those are the people you go to the club with. Those are the people you invite to your baby shower, your bridal shower, your birthday parties. Those are people that are not your blood, but you build solid family-like relationships with them, and therefore they're your friends. So for me, having a friend is important because I'm able then to share and be with someone that isn't my sibling or family member. But why is it important for you guys? Like, if you have a reason as to why it's important to have friends, please jot that down below for me. And just share with us, you know, what your reason for having friends is. So the last time I did a get ready with me, my brows came out shady, bruh. My brows are just like, what's going on here? But like I told you in the last video, I'm no makeup artist. So my makeup is not going to look like your favorite makeup influencer. It's not. Me, I'm here for the chats, the conversations, and the fun. Yeah? Okay, so let's have fun. So, what's the longest relationship you guys have had? My longest relationship, or friendship rather, because we're talking about friendships now, right? My longest friendship I've had is the one from high school. Yes. My longest friendship I've had is the one from high school. And even, I may not be her best friend, but, you know, we vibe whenever we do meet. It's good vibes only, you get, and we enjoy each other's company, which I think is very important. You can't be friends with somebody and you don't enjoy their company, and then it defeats the purpose of having them as a friend. Then I've got friends from when I used to work my very first job. I have three of those friends. My brows always look a mess, bruh. Always, when I'm busy doing them. After that, they don't look so bad. Anyway, so I have a friend then from high school. That's my longest friendship. And when I say longest friendship, I mean we've been friends continuously. We've never stopped being friends. We just didn't see each other as much or talk as much, but when we do meet, we vibe as if we saw each other yesterday. You know, that's the kind of friendship I had with that individual, which I appreciate. And also, she brings a lot of like fabulousness to my life, and I love that. I love the fact that she's so awesome. So there's something I forgot to do. Now I've started my brows. Father Jesus. So anyway, so I hear some people say, oh, the longest friendship I've had, or like they'll have like a speech, we've been friends since primary school. I'm like, you're 30. You've been friends with this person since you guys were 9. That's 21 years of friendships. And I respect those friendships because it means that they grew up together, which is why they probably know each other really, really well. There was a point in my life where I was kind of jealous of people who had friendships that long. And then I just realized, no, there isn't a need for me to be jealous. I just need to have my own friends. Where are you guys? Why are you jealous? Didn't make sense to me. Still doesn't make sense to me, but I was. And now I'm like, I don't really care. We meet people at different stages in our lives. Some people are there for the long haul and some are not. And that's okay. That is actually all right. There isn't a need or a must for people to be there for you since you were born. There isn't actually a need. So let me do these brows fast. other relationship, right? Friendships will also have their ups and their downs. Now, I've had so many, maybe not so many, but I've had a couple of fallouts. But I've only ever had fallouts with people that I really, really loved. Really, really loved. And out of all the fallouts, I think I may have had only 2 comebacks. I've only made up with 2 people, and I think it's also because I really wanted to be friends with those 2 people. So for me, fallouts happen, man. Sometimes you get upset with your friends, and it just happens. It doesn't mean that just because you friends, you'll never ever get angry at each other. No, remember, you are 2 people who are different mind, who think differently, who look different, who feel different, who speak different. You have your own different opinions. Obviously, some things are going to clash and you're going to have disagreements, but it all depends on how you disagree with the person, that then the difference, right? Cool. So I've had fallouts then with a few people, but I only made up with 2 of those people properly because I really wanted to be those people's friends. And I felt like, those are 2 people who had like proper contributions to my life, and I wanted to continue that contribution to be fair in my life and also with them. So for me, that's what I did. I made up with those 2 people, and I'm glad I did. Now, in terms of falling outs, man, things can get messy quickly. Oh, life can get really messy quickly. And then just when you think that things will not get any worse, then they do. Then they do, child. So I don't know. It's really just up to people if they want to get back together and if they want to continue as friends. Because at the end of the day, you need to do what makes you happy. Enjoy the both of you, both parties. So anyway, when it comes to friendships, now, I feel people need to understand the other person's way of being and love that. And I mean, if you don't love it, then it's fine, because there's never like a must to love something that you don't like, but also be able to tolerate it, because at the end of the day, and when you need to then decide and we can't have one-sided friendships, guys. We can't have one-sided friendships, because then that's where the problem starts. The minute someone feels, hey, it's one-sided, they're going to stop. They're going to stop trying to be your friend. They're going to stop trying to pursue and continue and do their part, because they feel, obviously, when you're not doing yours, so why must they continue? Which is also fair. Let's think about it. It's very fair. It is 2 people who are coming together as friends. It's not just one. It takes 2. It takes 2 to tango. So when the one party feels no, they're doing more than the other party, best believe that party is gonna decide to not want to be friends anymore, or to do their part, and then friendship falls apart. Unfortunately, that's what happens. And that actually happens with all types of relationships, whether it's relationships with your family members. Y'all know those family members, though. Today you're not talking to them because, man, it is what it is. So I completely understand when friendships fall apart, or you have a situation where you were friends and you're not talking anymore. Because you're not talking anymore, no one wants to talk anymore, so it just ended, like out of nowhere, or however it ended, it just ended. And that is another thing. Hey, Yasne. Sometimes it feels like friendships are a lot of work. Relationships are a lot of work. But when you put the work in, you will see the results. When you then put in the energy and the time into that friendship or relationship of any kind or whatsoever, you will see results. It's like with hard work comes great reward. Or what's the Oxalaya, if you work hard, you'll see the results. When it comes to the fallouts and stuff, does it get resolved, or do we sweep it on the carpet? And also, how do you know it's completely resolved, you know? Like, for me, my last friendship role, I think it took a while for us to discuss and to figure it out, because we were just not interested in doing it at the time. That's the truth. And I'm actually glad we took our time, because otherwise it just would have been nasty. Just nasty. I'm not saying why it wouldn't nasty, but I good nasty. That says I'm gonna contour. So resolving fallouts within friendship for me is very difficult, because especially, in fact, resolving conflict with anybody that I love is difficult, because I tend to think that I'm always right. That is not my fault, my problem. But I also tend to think, why must I be the one to try and resolve it? Especially because, hey, most of my life I've been the one, trying to resolve things. I almost forgot something. I've always been the person who is the one trying to resolve it, because I felt as though the other people just didn't want to. Anyway, it's tough. It's tough though, especially when you love someone. You really genuinely just love someone, and all you want is for them to see that you love them, but it just doesn't work out the way you anticipate or intend, you know. And that's just the way things roll, unfortunately. Like, it's tough, yo. But at the same time, sometimes you just need to swallow your pride And when you've swallowed that thing called pride, then you're able to see a way forward. Because as soon as you both just don't want to be the one to say anything, the first one to say anything, where are things going to be resolved? They won't be. They won't be resolved at all. Get rid of those harsh lines, child. It won't be resolved. So then you're stuck with the memories of the person and no resolution. What was the point? What was the point then in that case? Because it just means you are both full of nonsense. So yeah, I had to be the bigger person and be like, okay, let's talk. Because I really wanted to talk. Before that, there was no talking because I didn't want to talk. Anyway, what was your guys' biggest conflict? And how did you resolve it? How did you, come to a place where you're just like, no, this has now been nonsense. We've been foolish. Let's resolve it. When and how did you get to that point? And who came to the point? Did you both be like, okay, look, it's time. We've been angry at each other for a while, but let's talk. Like, how long did it take for that to happen? The resolving of the situation, of the conflict. How long did it take? For me, of the two, right? One of them took about a year or a little more, and the other one took about like a little over than almost 2 years. And time flies. Time flies. Before you know it, it's 5 years and you haven't spoken to this person, and this person was your best friend at some point. So it is really quite interesting to see, when people have unresolved issues. How do they fix these things, especially if it's a friendship of like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? How did you resolve it? How did you guys come to a resolution? I'm really interested in finding out, because the only reason why it took so long is I felt like I was wronged more than I wronged the other person. So I just never wanted to be the one to be like, listen, I'm sorry. Things went left quickly. So it just never got to the point where I was the one. But eventually I was like, no, I miss this person and I want to talk to them. So here goes. And that's how I then got to a place where I was like, actually, it's time to resolve this situation. But how did you do it? I want to know how you did it. Because at the end of the day, child. looks funny. At whatever second it is right now. Guys, if this looks funny. I'm trying to just like, I don't know, get rid of the hash lines. Or did I get rid of everything now? Well, so getting back to the friendship thing, we also need to bear in mind that we need to do what makes us happy. Also, we need to be in healthy relationships. Now, if your relationship isn't healthy, what are the chances of you being happy? So even in friendships, there will come a time where you may have to take stock and be like, hey, is this friendship still working for me? Is this person still treating me right, you know? And also just to communicate and be like, girl, look, I did not like this, I did not like that. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm the type of person that will hold it in. Like, I won't tell you immediately. I was this person until I realized that it's unhealthy. Who will hold it in. You'll do something to me, I don't like it, but I'll hold it in and I won't tell you immediately. And then I'll blow. And when I blow, I become a nasty, nasty human being. Like, so nasty. So now, I've just said no to doing that, because it's not a healthy situation. It's not healthy at all. So I no longer do that. I no longer hold back. Now I'll be able to say, listen, that doesn't sit well with me right now, cha. It does not sit well with me. We need to take stock. And if you feel the need to get out of that friendship, I guess you know what to do. Get out of the friendship. Because it's not working for you, it's no longer healthy. Is there a need to stay? And that's, I guess, the thing for all kind of relationships. It's a lesson for life, Nje. It's just a life lesson. Let's do the lipstick because I'm waiting for the lash glue to dry. As you can see, I put on the lashes off camera because, child, no, I'm not trying to. On camera, no. So, let's round up this topic about friendships. Essentially, friendships can be the best thing that has ever happened to you if you let it. And if you allow yourself to be open with the person that you're trying to have a friendship with, because there's no point in having a friendship and being extremely reserved. People grow where people can be comfortable to share and to listen. When you share more about yourself, people get to know you more. Then they share more about themselves. And then there's this genuine sharing of things and being that you actually enjoy being someone's friend. I feel like this is an issue for me. Much better. I don't know what was going on there. But essentially, that's what friendship is. And it took me, a while to learn what true meaning of friendship is, and to be actually truly someone's friend. What does that actually mean? What does that actually mean? So I don't think that having a friend or being friends with someone is a lot of work. Not at all. I don't think so. I just do think though that it takes a bit of energy from all parties. Wow, I look so pretty. Wow. Okay. Hi. So this is me, y'all. I've done my makeup. So I just want to be a better friend to everybody that I am friends with right now. Whether it is making a phone call, seeing somebody, or buying flowers, whatever it is, I want to be a better friend because I feel I'm receiving what I am giving, essentially. And because I'm not 100% comfortable and happy with what I'm receiving, maybe if I change the way I give my love to somebody, maybe it'll be different. Maybe, that love will be so much more different. But it starts with me, essentially. It starts with you. If you want a better friendship, then you need to be a better friend. And that's essentially what it is. So I've been, having friends and being friends with people, and I've seen the difference that it makes in people's lives. So I just want to be a better friend. Also, just a better human being for myself, which will then translate into me being a better friend and then having better friendships. Essentially, that's what I think and believe. So yeah, guys, let's do this. Let's be better friends. Let's just be better friends. Okay, now that the makeup is done, let me show you what I'm wearing. Now I'm gonna do a little quick slideshow just to show you what my outfit looks like for lunch with my girl people. I really hope that you enjoyed my time with you. And I'll see you at the next video. Remember to like this one, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's be friends. Let's grow this family, and let's be close, closer than close, closer than close, closer than close. Your next South African idol. All right, guys, see you in the next video. Bye.